have blue helmets as well. All right, they're about to come on and get a cheer from their crowd. We have a couple hundred here on this side. And from West Point, Georgia, meaning Point University, they've brought about 20 people on their side that are applauding. I think the other two on the upper deck must be on our side because they didn't respond as Point came onto the field. And we're waiting for the Rams. This is their home opener. It is Bluefield versus Point. Both teams, no wins and one loss. This is a no-conference game, and here come the Rams. The Bluefield College Rams come out in their brand new uniforms in this brand new home season. The Rams have 7 home games this year, and this is the first of them. It kind of flops the schedule of 2 years ago where we were 4 on the home and 7 on the road. This time we're 7 at home and 4 on the road, and this is the first one. And they're surrounding head coach Ordell Walker. We've got their hands up and a Rams break, and the Rams are ready to take the field. We have our place kicker is Blake Presley, and he is a freshman from Twin Valley High School. And he was putting them down on about the 10-yard line with some decent height last week against U Pike. Here come the Skyhawks, and they're coming out. The Skyhawks will move from right to left. The wind is probably 3 miles an hour, so it is no factor. And the sun will be at the Skyhawks' back. Bluefield is defending the scoreboard. I might tell you, fans, they're behind the scoreboard by hundreds of yards on the other side of the mountain. There is a shooting range. And so if any noise comes from that, that's what that is. There is a target practice range. We've been told that there's been a call to discontinue that over there. But if you hear a shot, it is from a target practice range. Drake Presley is number 1 from Oakwood, Virginia. And he's got the ball in the middle of the field at the 35. The Skyhawk deep man is standing at this 5. He comes up to the 14. He takes it at the 20. He cuts to the outside to his right, running at the hash mark, and he runs it back to the 35. I think the ball came out, but there's no sign for Bluefield, so it'll be 1st and 10 Skyhawks at the Skyhawks 35. Point ball, 35-yard line. The ball did come out, so that'll be the first fumble of the game. Bluefield last week had 8 fumbles and lost 5 of them. Skyhawks come out with 2 receivers to the left, a shotgun quarterback 5 yards from the center. There's a wide receiver to the right. The running back is to the left of the quarterback. They're going to give it to a wingback running to the left, and he's going to gain about 40 yards before you wrap him up. Harry Cash is one of the first ones there to stop him. Ernest Moore is there too. Gain of 5 on the Brandon Robertson, the wingback. They line up right away, no huddle. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 40 for Point. The running back over the right guard, and he's going to be dropped after a yard stop. Ernest Moore got him right around the ankles and dropped him after a 2-yard gain, and that'll take it to the Point 42. And the situation is going to be, wow, they gave him a good spot there. They gave him 3. And it'll be 3rd down and 2 from the Skyhawk 43. Lining up right away, looking to pass. He throws it outside. The ball is caught for 1st down and taken out of bounds at the 48. A square out pattern to the left, to the near side here, the scoreboard side. And it was taken by number 3, Connor Reed, a freshman wide receiver. 1st and 10 for Point there at the Point 49. We've just begun. And they're going to go in the same play, the first play of the game. And we're going to stop him for a 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain to the Bluefield 48. It's a fly sweep. The ball carrier is number 9, Brandon Robertson again. He was the slot back on the right side, went at full speed motion to the left, took the handoff, and gained 3. 2nd and 7. Quarterback looks it over. And he's going to throw outside. The ball is caught. And at 40, 35, 33, 32-yard line and taken out of bounds. Gabe Spencer threw the man out of bounds, wrapping around his waist. The catch was by Robertson. Charles Fortis, the 6'1", 200-pound senior. He took the snap from center and just threw it out to his right, and Robertson made the run down to the 32. A flare out to the left side to the running back. Coming to this way, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds at the Bluefield 27. And making the push out of bounds is Marquez Salder of Bluefield, the cornerback from Moultrie, Georgia. McDonough, Georgia. A gain of 4 from the 28, 2nd and 6. And the ball's on the ground. The quarterback gets a good bounce, picks it up, and we're going to drop him. Cash just drops him. And also dropped by Tracy Parker. Quarterback took his eye off the ball of the snap. Then the ball bounced right up to him, and he went down as he was surrounded by 2 Bluefield defenders. Put the ball back on the 34. It is 3rd down from there. It'll be 3rd and 12. Needing to go to the Bluefield 22. The running back is Moiston is the running back, and he's been shifted to the right. The quarterback fakes. He steps up. He pumps fakes. We hit him. We hit him again. We take him to the ground at the 40. Is that 72 or 70? 73. Philip Howard from Hampton, Virginia. He's been shifted from offense to defense. He made the hit and dropped the quarterback at the 39. It'll be 4th down in the 39, 4th down and 22. You got to go to the 22. From the 39 to the 22 is 17. They're all American kicker, David Strickland. The line of scrimmage is the 39. Strickland is at his own 47. Good snap. And line drive kick. And it's going to roll to the 1. It's going to drop at the 1. They hit it at the 1, and they're going to put it down as a touchback. The last player who touched it, his feet were in the end zone, and that causes the ball to be a touchback. He had a player who was fully on the field of play who could have downed that ball, but he did not. The player reached out from the end zone, down the ball, and Bluefield will have the ball at the 20. Good start for a point, but the defense rose up, and Bluefield has the ball 1st and 10 at the 20. Bluefield spreads 1 to the left. We have a tight end to the right with a wide receiver outside of him. The running back is Pope. We have Pope and Harris in the backfield. And we're going to give it to Harris coming this way. And he's out of bounds out on the 20 on the sweep. And they just kept pushing it out. And we gained maybe a yard out of it. A yard is it. It'll be 2nd and 9. The quarterback is number 11. That's Terrell Hackney. He's a senior quarterback from Midlothian. And he spent 3 years at Liberty University. 2nd and 9. Rams from their own 21. Hackney was going to give to his running back. He kept the ball in a good fake, but then we dropped the ball, and we're going to have a loss of 4. We faked the Pope at the middle, and then we kept the ball, and we ran to the left, and then the running back and the quarterback were undecided what was going to happen with the ball, and the ball was on the turf. Fumble number 1. Last week we fumbled 8 times. Loss wasn't as severe as it could have been, including a loss of ball, so it's 3rd down and 11. We need to go to the 30. The ball is given to the running back up the middle, and Pope's going to gain 5, but it's going to be 6 yards short of the 1st down. It's going to gain 4 to the 23, and it'll be 4th down and 7 from the 23. Each team has fumbled. Clear skies, dry turf. We're at 0-0. We have 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter at Mitchell Stadium. The Rams looking for their first win here since 1941. Daniel Griffin, all Mid-South Conference 2nd team. He's back, and he's standing at his 8. A slow snap, but we're going to get the ball away. It hits the inside of his foot. It lands at the 45, and we're going to get a roll to the 48. That's not going to be much. From the 48, the line of scrimmage was the 26, and we didn't get a whole lot there. A slow snap, and they were right in front of Griffin, and he had to hurry his processes, and the ball went off the side of his foot, and we had a corkscrew spin to it, and it hit at the 45 and took a spin out to the 48. Our 48. First and 10, 4-point at their 48. The quarterback is Fortis. Third year as a starter. They're going to drop back and throw deep right away. He heaves down. He's going to overthrow his receiver, overthrow our coverage, and it's incomplete. The ball landed at the 8-yard line of Bluefield, and the receiver and the defender, in this case Anthony Rivers in man coverage, they were at the 18, so the ball's well overthrown. Good pass protection. He had plenty of time to get it that far. Second down, 2 receivers stacked left and right. They're throwing out to the left. They completed at our 47. He's got some room down the sideline, and then we finally got to drag him out by Spencer. Gabe Spencer drags him out at the 23. A quick pass to the left side, to the near side, and he got a downfield block, and we carried it down to the 23. Spencer came from the middle of the field and made the tackle on this sideline. First and 10, 4-point at the Bluefield 23. We're in a 3-man front, and they send the running back right at us, and they're going to gain 1, maybe 2, and we stack it up for a gain of maybe a yard. Anthony Tafaro was in there. Darius Flowers in there. Gain of 1, second down at the Bluefield 22. We're a 3-man front, 3 linebackers, 5 defensive back. A sweep to the right. No, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to bounce it outside, and he does. He gets to the corner. First down yards down to between the 6 and the 7. We followed the running back, and then we followed the pitch back, and the quarterback had room to turn the corner, and he runs it down to the 8-yard line, 7-yard line of Bluefield. 0-0, 9:39 remaining in the first quarter. Point looking for the first points of the game. They're looking. He throws a flare pass out to the right. A running back fights his way in, and a signal touchdown. Touchdown for Point, and that is number 8, Isaiah Long, the running back, a freshman running back, Isaiah Long with the touchdown. He had nothing covered. Number 6, Rodale Shorter, who had 5 catches on their club last week in their loss to Reinhardt. 6-0. Extra point attempt. They're going for 1. The ball is up, and it squirts through, and it is .7. Bluefield, nothing. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds. Yes, please. All right, Sam. Thank you. On its second possession, Point takes the ball 48 yards and puts the first points up. 9:28 remaining in the first, point ahead 7-0. The touchdown was by Rodale Shorter. We had some pretty good pressure on the quarterback, and he had to have an outlet, and he found him. The senior quarterback found him, and they took it into the right corner of our end zone, and it's now 7-0 Point. Right at the pylon, I should have said. Kicking off for Point is David Strickland, their All-American punter, who also does the place kicking. No wind behind him. A line drive kick, and is going to be taken at the 6, and we're running out to the 20, 25, 30, 40, and it's Rodrell Smith, 45, they're 40, down into the 37-yard line. Rodrell Smith was a deep man. Caught the ball in the middle of the field, found blockers along the left sideline, and he has given Bluefield a first down at the Point 37-yard line. Roger L. Smith had a 92-yard kickoff return last week. We have a flag, but it's down at the 34. They're 34. The ball is at the point 30. Come on. 8. But the foul is at the point 34. We're going to keep the ball. But excuse me. But I'm not sure what direction they're going to move it. Point is beginning to back toward their own goal line. Still waiting for a sign. It was just a strange place where the flag was thrown beyond the tackle. The tackle was made at the 38 of point, and then the flag is at 34. They're walking toward Point's place, toward their goal line. The 33. They put the ball down. I didn't see a sign. I didn't see a signal. All right, 1st and 10. It's ours. Roger L. Smith brings us to the 33-yard line. We give the ball to Bennett. We fake to Bennett, and we throw it. It's intercepted. It's intercepted at 25. We hit the receiver's hands. The ball came out, and they came down with it. That was their cornerback, Kalen Newsom, a veteran senior, came down with it at the 25. Well thrown, just slightly high, and the ball hit our hands, and it goes up into the air. They intercept at the 25, and he run it back to the 29, and his first and 10 for Point from the 29. Point leads 7-0, 9:04 remaining in the first quarter. We had 5 turnovers last week on fumbles, and on our second possession today, we have a turnover, this time an interception on a tip ball. Receivers left and right. Quarterback keeps the ball, and now he's going to throw a lateral pass back, and it's completed, and they've taken the ball at the 35 to the 38-yard line, short of the first down. Oh, they say he's going to step out at the 39, so that's going to be first down. The quarterback threw the ball overhand. After he crossed the line of scrimmage, there's a flag on the original line of scrimmage at the 29. He faked to his running back at right guard, stepped behind the running back, and then made a run at right end, and then threw an overhand pass back to the running back. It's appearing it's going to be an illegal pass. They're walking back to the 25. That makes it a 5-yard penalty. Illegal forward pass. From the line of scrimmage, they've only moved it back 4 yards. Illegal forward pass is the call, so it must have been from the play. So the line of scrimmage was the 29. He passed the ball illegally from the 30, and it's 1st and 10 for a point at the 25. 2 receivers to the right and to the left. The man in motion comes from right to left. He runs the sweep. Oh, he juked us, and he's clear. 45, 50, our 45. We're giving chase. 20, 15, 10, touchdown. Number 9 is Robertson. They bumped our corner on our right side. They kicked us out, got a seal on the inside. Robertson had one man to beat right there in the hole, a big wide hole. He gave the juke. We took the juke, and then he bounced it outside and down the sidelines. The Point has a second touchdown of the game. Brandon Robertson catching and receiving have 125 yards already. Strickland to try the extra point. He's lined up to kick for 1. Low snap, well placed, and he punches the ball short. And it'll be no good. But the score is now Point 13, Bluefield nothing. 8:38 remaining in the first period at Mitchell Stadium. WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. We'll be back in 30. A turn of events. Bluefield was inside Point's 35-yard line with the ball. 2 plays later, Point has a touchdown. Point leads 13-0. They just ran back the interception, or just after the interception, they just ran a long sweep, and they have the touchdown. Strickland now to kick off. His extra point was short after a bad snap on the 13th, after the 13th point. A line drive that's going to maybe take us into the end zone. Roger L. Smith goes into the end zone and runs it out. 10 coming this way. He's at the 12, running along the line, 13, 14, and making it up to the 20, 23-yard line. Roger L. Smith makes the turn on the right side, on the scoreboard side of the return team, and he gets it out to the 23. Previously, Roger L. Smith had taken it from the 6 to inside the 35-yard line of Point. And on our first play, we had a pass and a tip ball. They intercepted it on the first play. They ran a sweep from right to left, had it well sealed. Our defensive back had a one-on-one tackle situation in a wide area to cover, and they ran by us. Now we're going to give the ball to Bennett, left tackle, plunging, and we gain some yards. All right, get some normalcy here. 32-yard line. It's a way to go on first down. We only gain 7. 2nd and 3. Bennett gains 7. Bennett comes out. Adrian Pope is the running back. The quarterback is Hackney. Hackney puts Smith in motion. Now gives to Pope. Pope's going to fight for the first down at the 37 at left guard. It just gives you a chance to breathe on offense. Hardly had the ball at all. We went 3 and out on the first series, and we threw an interception on the second. 1st and 10, Rams from the 37-yard line, their own 37. Hackney, the quarterback, he's got Pope behind him. Hackney's going to fake. He throws. We catch it, and it's going to be short of the first down by 3 yards. And the catch is by number 17, Corbin Cash, the junior wide receiver from Richmond. He went up for that one some. He fully extended his 6'1" frame. And there's a flag in the backfield near the quarterback, and the indication can be roughing the passer. And it was from the Bluefield 32 was roughing the passer. The play ended at the Bluefield 44. They're going to mark it from the end of the play, from the Bluefield 44, mark it back 15 yards for roughing the passer. And it'll be 1st and 10, 4 Point at the Point 41. Bluefield going towards Stadium Drive, trailing 13-0, 7:46. We're still in the first quarter. Hackney has Bennett behind him now. And he gives to Bennett, left guard. Bennett with it, he breaks through. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Touchdown Rams, you hear it, the crowd. Sam Bennett, left guard. He got it bounced. Somebody got their hands around his waist. He broke from that, and then it was clear sailing because he was already at linebacker level. And it's a touchdown from the 41 for Sam Bennett. 13-6. We still don't have much time on offense. We ran 3 plays, and we've got to score. That was just our second first down. Extra point, Drake Presley. He was 1 of 2 last week. Ball's down. Kick is up. It's a wobbly kick, but it knuckleballs through, and it's 13-7. Point 13, Bluefield 7. We're still early. You can still get here and see a lot of football. All right, from Mitchell Stadium, this is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. 30 seconds. We'll do 30 between scores, and we might have a lot of them. All right, thanks, Sam. Sam Bennett with the first touchdown for the Rams, first of the season at Mitchell Stadium. 41 yards over at left guard. And the Rams now trail 13-7. 7:34 left in the first. A lot of action. Presley kicks off from the 35. They're going to field it at their 12. 20, left sideline, cuts it back to the middle, cuts it back to the right, and he's dropped it to 35. First and 10, 4-point at the 35. On the tackle for the Rams is number 39, Azuri Weathers from Smyrna, Tennessee. First and 10 for point at the 35. A lot of action here in the first quarter. Both teams came in 0-1. Point gave up 72 points to Reinhardt last week. And we got some of them today. We got 7 today. With 2 wide receivers to the right, they run that way, and the running back is swallowed up. Our defense swallowed him up here at their right tackle, and a flag comes in at the same time, right there at the pile. And they're talking to Bluefield. It means it's going to go the other way. Tracy Parker, the left defensive end on the tackle. Parker 6'1", 265 from Smithville, Virginia. Holding against point. So even though they had gained 2 yards instead of second and rather than give them 2nd and 8, we're going to give them 1st and 20. Point from their own 25. They have 3 receivers to the left. We're going to play all of them man-to-man. We have 3 on the defensive front. We're right over the nose and right over their tackles. Quarterback is 5 yards deep. His feet are at the 20. Pump fake, left, pump fake, fight, and then he's going to throw it out of bounds, and he throws it over their bench. Any flag? No flag? He was well within between his tackles if we're looking for a tackle box call. That was a film video of illegal downing of the ball. He threw it over their bench. 2nd down, nonetheless, 2nd and 20. The quarterback is looking to the right, steps up. He's throwing deep. He has a receiver with 1 step, but he threw it too far. Rivers was right on his hip. The receiver might have had a step, and that was down at the Bluefield 30. He threw the ball 50 yards in the air and overthrew everybody. Good protection. And now he's faced with 3rd and 20. Instead of going for part of it, he went through all of it down the numbers on his right side. He threw about as high as when he threw it out of bounds, but there was no call for grounding. 3rd and 20. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They keep a tight end for an extra blocker. Throwing over the middle, we almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. A little too high for us. It was well too high for them. Marquez Souter from McDonough, Georgia, the freshman, he was up in the air, but it was even over his head, and he was behind the receiver. It was still short of the 1st down, even if caught and dropped, and we drop him right there. 1st and 10 at the 25. Point 13, Bluefield 7. Just 37, and he'll go down at the 37. Flag down. He's at the 43, hour 43. Mock went down at hour 37. And the flag comes in at hour 45. And it's in the middle of the field. Mock was coming our way. Makes it hard to speculate what the call may be. He folded his arms. Illegal block. All blocks on the kicks have to be above the waist these days. So the block was at the 45. They're marking from the line where the new line of scrimmage would be. A block in the back against Bluefield from the final line of scrimmage, which would have been the 38, and is sending us back. They're marking at 11 yards. So they're going to the 27. 1st and 10, Bluefield from the Bluefield 27. Bluefield scored last. 41-yard run by Sam Bennett. We have Pope and Harris in the backfield. And we're going to give it to Harris, and that's Pope, and he's going to lose or gain a yard. A fake Hinckley. The left guard is Andrew McPhee, and the center is Quante Hines. Hines has had all good snaps today. 6 minutes left in the first. We trail 13-7. Oh, we turned the wrong way, and we're going to go down. Hold the ball, we do. At the 29. At the 29, Terrell Hackney turned the wrong way. He expected the running back to go right, and everybody went left. And that makes it 4th down. 4th down at our 29. When you have so many spins and turns as a quarterback, there are times we turn the wrong way. And we found that out in 2013 and 2014. We have a new quarterback, Ashton Dixon, quarterback this last year, and he has an ACL that he's recovering from. He's in practice in shorts. All right, there's the snap, and we're going to give a rugby-style kick. Griffin hits the ball, and it bounces at their 40, and they will catch the first bounce at their 34, first attempt at the 34. We'll stay here on this change of possession. Point will have the ball at its own 34. Ashton Dixon's quarterbacked us 11 games last year, and we had so much more offense a year ago in the plays that we ran. We ran more deep patterns on the pass plays. We ran more triple options on the running game. We're pretty vanilla with our two quarterbacks, our two new quarterbacks, Terrell Hackney, who started today, and number 12, Damon Daniel, who quarterbacked 3 quarters last week. Point is going to keep the ball with their quarterback, take it at right tackle, and he'll be at the 40. He faked to his running back going on a slant from right to left. That left guard and the quarterback took it to right tackle and went down at the 40. Cassius is on the tackle. He's the inside linebacker. 2nd down and 5. They throw it outside. They make the completion. He's going to have the first down and be driven out of bounds near the 50. It was the same play they scored the touchdown on. This time they threw it to Luke Lynch, number 12. Catches the ball in the backfield, and he takes it to the Bluefield 40, the point 48, where it is 1st and 10. 3 on the line. We have 2 middle linebackers, 5 in the secondary. And they give it to their running back at right tackle, and we're going to take him down at the 48 of Bluefield, a gain of 3. Some of these jerseys are folded up into the shoulder pads so they don't hold us. 71, so I can't see the numbers quickly every time. Markyle Hart, 6'3", 250 from Suffolk. He's a sophomore. He's on that tackle, 2nd and 7 from our 48. They give on the sweep, and they're going to break it again. Our 40, our 38. And they broke it again. That's number 9, Brandon Robertson. They have a wide receiver to the right, and then a slot receiver to the right, and that is Robertson. They're sending him in motion. It's called a fly sweep. He's going full speed. He runs in front of the quarterback, and he takes the ball. And they have a hole here on our side. And they give it to us at left guard. They give it to their guy at left guard, and they gain 3 for make it 3rd or 2nd and 5. 3 yards on 1st down. And they just got one secondary guy to beat. Right guard, cutting back to the left. Running back, we're too high on him, and he's carrying us down to the 32. And even though we hit him right away, he's going to carry us for 4. 3rd down and 3 at the Bluefield 31. They looked at the sidelines for a play. Where's Robertson? He's the wide receiver now to the right. Charles Fortis is a solid 200 pounds, and he likes to run the ball. We're in a 3-4 now, and they're going to give it to Fortis. He's taking a right guard, and it's going to be close. He dove for the first down, and it's going to be close. And they got a good spot. It's still going to be close. And that was 3rd down. They're acting like they would go for it on 4th if they're short, and we're going to bring out the sticks to measure. Fortis may have mismeasured how far he needed to go. So he dove to what he thought was the 31 for the first down, and he needed to get closer to the 32. The first down marker is just short. I'm sorry, the 28. So he's going from I apologize, I'm going the wrong way with my numbers. They had the ball at the 29-yard line of Bluefield. The first down was at the 28 of Bluefield, and they're bringing out the chains. They're trying to get the first down at the Bluefield 28. The numbers are supposed to be going down. I misinformed you. First down. First down for Fortis Well, I don't know why they're not. Oh, they're calling it fourth down. We have two officials in front of us. I thought they had plenty. It's fourth down. Wrong on the call and I was wrong on the speculation. It is fourth down. They have one link of the chain to go. The ball is between Bluefield's 28 and 29 yard lines. I don't know if they have an ability to snap the ball directly under center, and they don't. They're going to put their running back, Albert Trammell, as the Wildcat back. Now he's shifting to the right. They're going to unbalanced line. They're going to snap the ball to Fortis. And Fortis is going to run to his right unbalanced line. He's going to be short. He's going to be short. Ernest Moore dove in at his ankle and makes the stop. And number 45 for Bluefield is also in there, and that's Harry Cassius. And the two linebackers dove in there at the ankles. First down, Bluefield. The defense rises again. The defense kept the game fairly close for much of the game at University of Pikeville last week and has gotten us here. They were a foot away on third down, and they were an inch away on fourth down. Cassius, Moore, two inside linebackers. Bluefield has the ball first and 10. Rams have it from their 29. Hackney's still the quarterback. And he kept the ball. The ball's on the ground. It's still laying there. And they pull it in. First down for a point. They're going to have it at the Bluefield 22. Hackney faked the ball to Pope. Pope looks back. You know, there's an option play. It's a read. Pope looks back into some open field turf. He also looked ahead at open field turf. Hackney made the read. He thought he had something that maybe he could have pulled the ball out. And right at that point, when he made that decision, the ball came out of his hands. And then he was hit. He went down. And now there's two players. There's a point player and a Bluefield player. They're both on the ground. And the point player gets an arm out there, grabs the ball, pulls it under him. And Point has the ball first and 10 in the middle of the field at the Bluefield 21. Our second turnover. Fortis at the 21. And the whistle blows. And I think it's a clock violation. Because the clock went back to 40. It may have already gone to 0. False start. All right, first and 15 for Point. They're at the Bluefield 26. We lost 5 fumbles at Pikeville last week. We've lost 1 today. We have an interception thrown. First and 15. They're at their 26. They have 3 receivers to the right. We have 5 defenders that were playing a zone over there. They give the ball up the middle, and they broke it through. They're at the 15, the 10, the 5, and the touchdown. Touchdown Point is number 5. And it's Christian Williams, a 5'10", 217-pounder. It's Christian Williams. I don't know why we had 4.5 players to defend 3 on the far side. The wide receiver on this side is single coverage, and we didn't really have enough people in the middle. There had to have been an alignment snafu. Well, they turned it into a touchdown from the 21. Extra point attempt. They kick for 1. It's good. It was well up on the net. And it is Point 20, Bluefield 7. A 21-yard run right up the middle. Rams football on WHIS, WHIStalkradio.com. Point comes out to kick off with a 20-7 lead. We have 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We're still here in the first. And we're at Mitchell Stadium for the home opener, one of 7 games, and we have a nice crowd. You still have time to join us here. We have a perfect day for football. And we need some help from you fans. We're behind 20-7. Strickland has the ball in the middle of the field. No wind behind him. He hits a line drive kick, and Rodrell Smith, he's off his hands, is in the end zone, and he's got to pick it up, and he eventually does. He just gave me and Ardell Walker a heart attack, but he leisurely picks it up, and it'll be a touchback. It'll come out to the 20, I believe. Most touchbacks, if they sail out, go to the 25, but he touched it at the 1. I'm going to be wrong here. They're standing at the 25. First and 10, Bluefield at the Bluefield 25, trailing point 20-7, and the offense comes out, and it is now Damon. Yeah, Damon Daniel, number 12. He is in the game. He quarterbacked the last 3 quarters last week. And the give is right up the middle, right guard, and we're going to gain 5 right there. Adrian Pope, right guard, 5 yards. Still in the first quarter, we have a quarterback change. We're looking to the sideline. We're trying to get a play. They hold that big board with all kind of signs of helmets and Rams faces, and they all mean something to them. All right, the give is up the middle, and we're giving it to Pope again, and again a couple yards of left guard. That takes it to the 32, where it's 3rd and 3. It's 20-7 point, and suddenly 3rd and 3 in the first quarter is looking important. It's closer to 2. We need 2. Pope is the running back. They're up there. They got 5 on the front and a linebacker to come, and they give the ball to Pope. Picks his way for a first down to the 39, maybe to the 40. They had 5 on the line. They brought a safety, and they brought a safety right where we were running the ball. But Pope has a great vision, and he gave the juke to the inside, made that safety come inside, and he picked his way to the 40, first down. We are confused, and we go down at our 35. The line of scrimmage is our 39. We took it back to the 34. We gave a fake to on the right side of our formation over a right guard, and according to Adrian Pope, that was not the play at all. Pope was set up in pass protection for a downfield pass. Second down, 15. Rams ball, 34-yard line of the Rams. Man in motion. High snap. Play is broken up. Hold the ball. We go down to 25. High snap. And by the time that Damon Daniel came down with the ball, he was surrounded by 3, and the best he could do was hold on to the ball. We had problems with the snap last week on offense and on the punting teams. Third down and a bunch. We need to go to our 49, and we're at our 25. Third down and 24. Man in motion. We get ball, but it comes out. Pope keeps the ball, and he's going to run it out to the 36. He juggled the ball from the 25 to the 30. It's like he was on the Ed Sullivan show with a juggling act. Held on, and he took it to the 36, and that'll be 4th down. We got 1 first down. We only, have 3 for the game? And that counts it down to the end of the first quarter. Point 20, Bluefield 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Yes, please. We're between quarters. Second quarter. Thank you, Sam. Wow. Daniel takes a good snap and hits a line drive punt to the .31, and we're going to surround the ball at the 18-yard line of Point, where Point will take over with a 20-7 lead. Not some very, one point here was 13-7. It was 13-0 Point. Then it was 13-7, and now it's 20-7. We've had a couple of turnovers that have been costly. We'll be sharing some first quarter news and statistics as they become available to us from the press box next to us. It's first down Point. They'll have the ball at the 18-yard line. Quarterback in a shotgun, gives to the running back next to him, and he's in the secondary, 30, 35, 40, 50, their 40, our 45, 44-yard line, and a play right up the middle. And they gained big yards. Last time was Danielle Wicker, a 5'6", 150-pound runner. They scored a touchdown from 41 yards right up the middle. And that was a big gain from the 18 to our 43. Same play. And we're around at that time. Tracy Parker crashed down from the left defensive end, is on the play. Zuri Weathers, outside linebacker from Smyrna, Tennessee, helped out. Gain of 3 at the our 40. Second down at the 40, Fortis. And he's going to give this running back. Fortis is going to keep. And he's got a receiver open, and he misfired. He misfired at the 20. He faked a running back right up the middle, rolled to his left, and had a receiver open. He had Connor Reed, a wide receiver, freshman wide receiver at the 15. And we were a couple steps behind him. The quarterback rolling to his left, a right-handed quarterback. He fluttered the ball short by about 4 yards. Third down. Can the defense save us again? It's at the 40, 3rd and 7. Fortis looking left, pumps, throws over the middle. Oh, we miss him. The ball is caught, we miss him. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. We jockey him out of bounds. It'll be at the 1. 39-yard pass. We put some pressure on the quarterback, and Fortis was cool. He looked at his receiver on the left side, then he found his receiver coming across the middle. He was about 5 yards over the middle. He caught it, and he turned it into a long gain, running it down to the 2. Gabe Spencer on the stop. We're down 20-7 already. It's 13:48 left in the second. Danielle Wicker is behind the quarterback. They're going to go an unbalanced line to the right. And they're going to give to the right, and their running back falls down. Wicker falls down at the 5. He was excited. He had all those big people in front of him on the unbalanced line. I'm not sure we shifted intelligently to it, but we made the stop anyway. All right, through the 6. Second down and 6. Second and goal from the 6. Fortis looking. We've got 5 up on the line this time. It's going to be a straight-ahead quarterback run. We're too high, and he's going to stick it in. Oh, he's going to be down at the 1. He fell in, but his knee had gone down with the ball was still at the 1. I don't know why we're tackling at the goal line up around the shoulder pads, but we had 3 of us around the shoulder pads. This is a 200-pound quarterback with solid features. He got hit at the 5 and carried us to the 1. Well, it's third down and goal from the 1. And they're going to run the same play to the other side, and we wrap up too high, and a touchdown. Our linebacker came in, put his hands around his waist, but his feet were under him, and his shoulder pads were straight up. He broke out of the hold. We were way too high. Broke right out of it. Touchdown. (26-7). Point on top of Bluefield at Mitchell Stadium. 12:32 remaining in the second. Strickland for the extra point attempt. No wind. Long cadence. Wobbly snap, and Strickland hits it, and it'll be through it. It bounces off the concession stand. Point 27, Bluefield 7. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Would you check next door for me and see if we have first quarter statistics? I'd really thank you. I was asking someone to get statistics for me here. It's bow time and go time for the Bluefield College Rams. The Rams trail 27-7. It's 12:32 left in the second quarter. And we have a few hundred Rams fans here. 300, maybe even more. And they're looking for some good things to happen from the Rams. Since the reinstitution of football at Bluefield College in 2012, the Rams are 0-15. 15 straight losses at home. Rodrell Smith is at the 2. Strickland's about to kick it off for point. And the ball is sailing down the hash marks on the far side. We juggle the ball and we're going to run it out. 10, 15, we stumble and we're going to be down at the 16. Rodrell Smith had run the ball on a kickoff return from his 6 down to their 35 in the first quarter. And on our first play, we threw an interception. Bounced off our hands. They got the interception. And then they scored on the first play after that. 27-7. I'm not sure if they're getting more physical than we are. They're making some good runs up the middle for them offensively, and we're not doing a whole lot on offense ourselves. All right, we got a wide receiver left and a wide receiver right, and they just came through the gaps and blasted us. They blasted us right at the handoff on a slow snap. Okay, hold on. All right. What was it? Oh, okay. We have a report here that the statistics machine or computer has crashed. We won't be able to provide you statistics, at least immediately. Here's one. .27, Bluefield 7. Still early. There's still time. We only have 3 first downs. We have 2 turnovers. They're ready to almost match up. Damon Daniel is the quarterback. They're having a time setting the sticks, and so they decided on our 15, 2nd and 11. And Daniel's going to roll to his right and gain a couple of yards. He got turned to the inside, and he'll gain a couple of yards to the inside to make it 3rd down. They exchanged their whole offensive line. They've got 4 coming on and 4 coming off. So maybe they have some specialty pass rushers. 3rd and 9. We're looking to the sideline for answers. 11:30 left in the second, and we're down 20 points. Daniels is going to have a man in motion from his right to left, and that means we have trips to the left. And we give the ball right up the middle, and we're going to gain, well, nothing. We gain about 3 to the 20-yard line. Conservative call. That'll be 4th down. Gain of 4. It was 3rd and 9. Now it's 4th and 5. We're going to punt the ball away again. The way things are going as far as these special teams, they're going to have the ball at midfield or better. Daniel Griffin is the punter. He's got a little bit of a breeze going from his right to left. He's got his back to stadium drive, and he's kicking into the scoreboard. Wobbly snap. Oh, they block it. They block it, and we're going to fall on it, but they're going to get the ball. No matter who gets it, they're going to get the ball. Wait a minute. They're going to foul on the ball. They never did have possession, so whoever fell on the ball was going to be point ball. But for a moment there, it appeared that point had possession, and then the ball came out. This is all happening at the Bluefield 20. Did Point ever have possession? No. So the ball came out from under stomachs twice, and it was never considered possessed. And so Point keeps the ball. The block was Block followed a wobbly snap from center. I wouldn't know who to give the block to. They had 4 people in front of Daniel Griffin. First advent for point. They're at the Bluefield 20. 27-20, point on top. We're still in the first. Still in the second quarter. Fortis. He wants it all. He's looking deep, and his receiver comes back to him and it's incomplete. His receiver looked like he was going to run it deep, and then he came back on a hook pattern on the far side. Anthony Rivers on the coverage. Well covered. Second down and 10 from the 20. They're looking and looking and looking for hand signs from the sideline. They're looking for answers, and they seem to have all of them so far tonight, this afternoon. And they're looking over the middle. There's a catch that's going to be at the 15 and dropped, but after a 5-yard gain. There was a slot receiver on his right side, ran a square in, and they hit him, and we dropped him right there at a 5-yard gain. Ernest Moore on the tackle. 3rd and 5. They're looking again to the sideline. 3rd and 5. Strickland, their kicker, can reach a field goal from here if they go to 4th. All right, we're going to rush 3. We bring up an outside linebacker. We're rushing 4. He has time. He has a receiver out to the left. And a great tackle brings him down, and he's going to be short of the first down. They ran a button hook right at the stick at the 10, and then we hit him back there. I'm trying to see blue on red. Do you have a number? Do you see the number? Okay, I'm sorry. An outstanding tackle drove him out of bounds at the 12. So now it's 4th down and 2.5, and David Strickland is going to attempt a field goal. The setting will be from the 19, a 29-yard attempt. Slow snap. The kick is up. It has distance, and it is going to be wide to his right, wide to the kicker's right. Defense bails us out on that one. It is point 27, Bluefield 7, 8:54 remaining in the second quarter. Rams football on WHIS at WHIStalkradio.com. On first down, Pope takes a play up the middle, and there's a late flag right where he was lying. Pope will run up the middle for 2 yards, and the flag is down at the 22-yard line, right on the last line of scrimmage. We also have a Ram who is down. The call is going to be face mask on Pope's face mask, so it'll be first down for Bluefield. Pope he's holding the front of his forehead. He's hitting his forehead. Now Pope comes off, Bennett goes on. You have the feeling that we know the reason why you have face mask penalties. I don't know if Mock's face mask was wrenched, but he's coming off, and he's walking. You got a trainer walking with him. He's not holding an extremity. I don't know if his neck. He's not holding his neck either. He's a tough guy. All right, we messed up a play, and then we're running a reverse. We're back at our 25, and it's going to be Rodrell Smith at our 40 and be driven out of bounds at our 45. First and 10 at the 37. And the quarterback and the dive back got in their own way. And Rodrell Smith stayed on his path for the reverse, and he made something out of it. He gained 6. call that excitement on the offense. We only have 7 points, so only have 4 first downs. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 4. And they give us to Bennett. He drives his knees. He's at the 50. He's at their 45 and their 44. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He took his knees right out from the grasp of the defensive lineman, and he takes a first down at the 46-yard line for Bluefield. 1st and 10, Bluefield. We have not put more than 2 first downs in a row together. First down at the point 46, and we're going to make a bad read and get dumped. Quarterback was making the read at right guard. He sent Bennett into the line. He made the read that he had a better play. The quarterback kept the ball and got dumped. Bluefield 49. The loss is 3 yards. It's 2nd and 13. Bluefield from its 49, needing to go to at the 49 of point. We're looking to pass. We throw it off our back foot, and we catch the ball. We got turned around. Mabry got turned around. Corey Mabry was lined up on the left side, running down the numbers on the left side. The ball was thrown behind him toward the sideline. Mabry spun around and made the catch and has a first down for Bluefield at the 18. At the point 18, 1st and 10. They gave us to Bennett, right guard, and we're getting 3 there. Looked like it could have been more, but the initial tackler held on and hit him low. 2nd and 7 from the point 15. Looking to the sidelines, Damian Daniel. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right. He puts Mock in motion to the right, and Mock's going to get the ball, and the plays get strung out, no gain. They strung it out all the way out to the sideline. There were people were rotating as Mock was going in motion, and they were rotating to our right, and they had more people than we did. 3rd down and 11. Bluefield with the ball at the 20. This has to turn into points. And Bluefield is going to take a timeout. Point is going to take a timeout. We'll do 30 seconds. This is Rams Football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Rams trail 27-7. We're at Mitchell Stadium, and the Rams have the ball where it's 3rd down at the Point University 19-yard line, and it's 3rd and 11. We have Mabry to the left. We have Maples to the left. We have Rodrell Smith and Quincy Mock to the right. They're going to play us man-to-man, and they come across. They may have been offside. Their linebackers wanted to get a charging start. They were coming with the blitz, bringing with 5. And the referees are going to discuss who's at fault. I did not see any Ram move in their brand new red jerseys. Offside point. Moves the ball to the point 14. The down remains 3rd. We need to get to between the 8 and the 9 for a first down. It is 3rd down. We can still make a first. We can make it at there. If we get the ball to the 8, it's first down. Damon Daniels, the quarterback. We got a man in motion to the left, and we run the ball up the middle. We'll be well short. We're going to be lucky to get to the line of scrimmage. Well short. It's 4th down. gain, they're saying, of 1. Alex Martin was the running back. 4th down, 4.5. And we look confused. We got ourselves lined up. We have 2 receivers left and right. And we put a running back in motion from the wing back. And we dodge a tackler, and we get brought down at the 15. We're trying to run a fly sweep, and we fail. Corby Cash was in motion from the right slot to the left. He was hit soon after the handoff. And then he was brought down a few steps after that, and we lose the ball on downs at the 16. We did not think about, or we might have thought about a field goal, but we didn't line up as such. That's a good call. We're down 20 points. There's still 6 minutes to go in the second. We have shown just few signs of being able to show a slow point down consistently. A point has the ball 1st and 10 at their 16. Fortis takes the snap, looks to the outside. He's got a receiver with a catch. He's at the 20. He's at the 30, 35. It's a foot race, and he's winning 50, 45, 40, 30, 20, and he's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. First play, 84 yards. Charles Duckworth, a junior, 5'11", 185 pounds, and loaded with speed. Duckworth was 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He was to the quarterback's left, 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and caught the pass. Got a block from an interior receiver, the slot receiver, knocked our guy outside. Then it was a foot race against all of us. Our angles weren't real good pursuing him, and he scored. 84 yards, 33-7. Slow snap. It's high. Good job by the holder. And the kick is good. And with 5:48 left in the second quarter, Point University 14, Bluefield College 7. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Bluefield trails Point University of West Point, Georgia, 34-7. West Point, Georgia is down in the southwest quarter of their state. A couple of years ago, we went down there, and on a hot day, we were defeated by 40 points. And right now, we trail by 27. 0-15 since football was reinstituted in 2012. 0-15 at Mitchell Stadium. All right. They scored 34 points in the time they were allotted. See what we could do. Roger Smith is standing at his 2. He's waiting for the kick from Strickland. The ball is coming down to him. He bobbles it again, and he picks it up at the 4. He's at the 15. He'll be down at the 18. Trying to run before he had full control of the ball. Caught it bobbled in his hands, hit his helmet, bounced onto the ground. He got a good dribble. Bounced up into his hands, and he takes it to the 19, all on the far side. Our touchdown is a 41-yard run at left guard by Sam Bennett. He was our leading rusher a year ago. We've been restricted by our newcomer quarterbacks on what plays they know and what they can run. This is not the offense that we saw a year ago. You know, we were putting up things like 500 and 600 yards in a game. And then the fake and the give, it was going to be Daniel up the middle, a fake on a fly sweep. Gain 3. 2nd and 7 for the Rams. 5:34 left. 5:31 left. Rams have 3 timeouts. They have the ball at their 23. Daniel has Bennett behind him, and they give us to Bennett. And he's going to break it through to the 37-yard line. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, and he had about 3 steps of clear field turf, and then he was hit again, and then he was brought down. First down, Rams, 37-yard line. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. They have 4 on the front, 3 linebackers, 4 secondary. High snap, but we're going to give the ball to Bennett, and he's down for a 9-yard gain. I said his knee went down after 8. A yard and a half we need, and we're at the Bluefield 46. 2 wide receivers left. And the receiver is going to get the ball on the flag sweep, and it's Malk, and he gets hit, and it's a 43-yard line. They're getting penetration on our flag sweeps. The play is really being broken up on somebody who is near our center, whether he's coming in the center guard gap or getting their guard tackle. Maybe it's in different times on different places on different times, but there's penetration. And they're hitting our flag sweep right on the time of handoff. It's 3rd and 1. And the give is to Pope, and he picks his way and over the 50 and a first down. I say that a lot. Pope just has that great vision and good steps and has that football experience that he always knows where to go. It's also good to see him back on the field after that face mask penalty took him off the field. We have first down, Rams at their 49. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Time is called. Bluefield Rams timeout. We'll stay here. Point scored the first 13 points of the game. One of those was set up by one of the interceptions that we had thrown off a tip ball. We made it 13-7 on a 41-yard touchdown run by Sam Bennett. And then it's been all point. They have 21 straight points from there. I'm sorry I cannot share statistics today, but the statistics program has crashed, and we don't have anything to share. Can tell you this, that it's .34 and Bluefield 7. Bluefield will receive the second half kickoff. So 7 points here and 7 points off to the kickoff, then we're into something. Wardell Walker comes over from the field of play onto the sidelines. He's on the earphones with the offensive coordinator Aaron Mingo, and Mingo has made the call. 3 wide receivers to the right, but we're bringing one of them in motion. They give us to Pope, and he's going to run it 7 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards, 10 yards, 11. Hit it right at the line of scrimmage, hit it 5 yards into the defense, hit at 8 yards into the defense, and he comes out with 11. First and 10 Rams at the 37 of point. First and 10 Rams. We send Roger Smith in motion. And we give it to Pope again, and he's going to gain 5-6 to the 31 of point. Pope can raise your heart level, too, because he can break one of these tackles and has the speed to take it the rest of the way. 31-yard line of points, second down and 4. Daniel is the quarterback. He has Pope behind him. He sends Roger L. Smith in motion. They get it as the Pope, and they get him right away. Good play on their defense by number 98, Robert Wilcox, a freshman defensive lineman, 270-pounder. Hit him low. Third down and 4 from the 31. Last time when we went to fourth down, we went for it and didn't make it deep in their territory. 3 wide receivers to the right. We have 1 wide receiver on this side. High snap, and they're going to wrap us up. We got the pitch off. It's Roger L. Smith, 30. It's first down and out of bounds. A veteran play by Roger L. Smith. We had a high snap that slowed things down on the handoff fake at right guard, and Roger L. Smith kept his pitch relationship with his quarterback. The pitch was made. We got a first down to their 23. First and down, Bluefield. 2.5 minutes left in the half. They're going to give the ball, and he will get stacked up immediately after a gain, no gain, a -2. -1, they're going to -1 or 2. With it, stand still, ref. 1.5. Martin, the ball carrier, lost 1.5 yards. They met that straight away. They had their whole forward wall to stop that one. We didn't move anybody. 2 minutes left in the half. We're down 34-7. We have the ball at the 24, second down, 11. High snap. And Martin's going to go again to the 21, a gain of almost 4. We had troubles with snaps last week in a loss to the University of Pikeville, and we're having it again today. This is an option football team, and it disrupts every phase of the option, including the first one. You know, we're faking or running to the first running back. 3 receivers to the right, third down and 9. We're at their 22. Long snap count, high snap, fake. We have a receiver open, and we overthrow him. We had a receiver open at the 3 on the right side. A square out pattern had him 2 steps beyond and outside of the cornerback, and the ball is overthrown. 4th and 8. I'm adjusting to these blue numbers on the red jerseys with the white trim. So it's incomplete. I was trying to get the intended receiver, couldn't get his number. All right, it is 4th down. And this might be the ball game, get nothing out of this. They jump in and they jump out across the line of scrimmage, no call. We have 15 seconds remaining on a snap count. They look to our side for a play. 4th down, and it is Damon Daniel looking over the defense. Mock is in motion, and we're going to give the ball right up the middle, and we're going to get stuffed. 4th and 8.5. Was a lot to ask of a play up the middle. No, we can bust them time to time, but don't you feel scouted? They were right on top of the play. 23-yard line, the second time that we've gone 4th down. I'm not sure if it's the confidence level of the quarterbacks. They are newcomers to the program. Damon Daniel. All right, they have the ball. First out 23, fly sweep coming this way, and we're going to force him out of bounds. An outstanding play. Frank Brooks strung it out and took him out of bounds after a 2-yard gain. Out of bounds with 1:12. The clock stopped with 1:12 left in the second quarter. Point 34, Bluefield 7. Bluefield receives the second half kickoff. Ford is the quarterback. He's alone in the backfield. Sends a man in motion and gives it to the motion man, left tackle, and he gets it around the left end and gets near the first down. Gains close to 8. He took a flash sweep to the left and turned it upfield just outside his left tackle. It's going to be a timeout. It's a flag. Timeout for a flag at the line of scrimmage, which was the 24 of point. False start. I do not understand why that did not stop the clock before the play. Second down nonetheless. It's second down at the 19. Point has to go to 33 with the first down. Bluefield has his 3 timeouts. Maybe this series progresses here, we might use a time or two, see if we can get some field position and points. Second down. They're looking deep. Lots of time. He throws it out here to a wide receiver. It's complete, but it's only to the 24. A safety valve receiver. Anthony Rivers had that covered and made the tackle nicely. Put his shoulder pads in the guy's hip, brought him down, hit him low. 41 seconds remaining. Bluefield takes the timeout. We'll stay here, keep this set up as we're taking down the last seconds of the half. It is third down. 4 point is third down at their 22. They have 11 yards to go. Bluefield took a timeout with 41 seconds left, trailing 34-7. The idea here is to make a stop and force point to punt. And we'll take our last timeout right before they do. We got to do something. Now 27 points. We just can't let the second quarter tick out and then say, well, oh well, let's play football in the third quarter. Not down 34-7. Pretty quiet here, and we have a good crowd. We have several hundred, 300, 400, and they've been nicely socializing, and we're playing hard in front of the home folks, but we're down. We're down 34-7. Third down, 4 point. They are needing 11 and a half yards. They need to go to the 33, and they have the ball at their 22. And now there's confusion, and their referees are coming together to talk this over. They may be reviewing what down it is, just to be sure. We're going to agree it's third down and 11, point ball. You might say, well, point might break something. Well, we're down. Let them break something. We're down 34-7. We've got to make a stop right here. 4-7, a nice game. We jump in, we jump out. We're fine. No snap. They have 15 seconds to snap the ball. Third and 11. Fortis looking to the sideline for a play. Got the hand signals from his offensive coordinator, and they are going to run the ball. And he's got a gain of 6, 7, 8. He's going to plow his way to the 35 and a first down. We have 8 arms on that ball carrier above his waist. He takes this for a first down. First down at the 35. We're talking about a 150-pound running back. They're going to look deep. They want some more. They throw to the outside. The ball is caught. It'll be for a first down. We tackle him at the 49-yard line of point. Fortis hits number 25, Ricardo Sloan. And his first down for point at point 49. They have 2 timeouts left, and then there's 25 seconds remaining. They're at their own 49. Fortis is now looking to his right. He throws. And the ball is tipped, and it falls incomplete at our 30. That slows things down a little. Point has their heel on our jugular, and they want more. They lead 34-7. Have the ball right near the midfield stripe. It'll be at the point 49. We have 2 safeties deep. The safeties are at our 30. Fortis resets his little running back, and we're in our 3-man front. And see if we can bring a linebacker and some pressure. And they look to the sidelines, and we look to the sidelines. Sometimes no huddle isn't as fast as it's made out to be. 2nd and 10, looking deep. No pressure. He steps up, rolls to the left, and we're going to make the sack. Tracy Parker. It was Tracy Parker who came from left end and ran across the whole formation to make the tackle on the far side. And that'll run out the clock. We are at halftime at Mitchell Stadium. It is .34, Bluefield 7. Sam has been keeping us straight back at the studio. We appreciate it. He's done a great job. He will have some messages for you. He will have some Bluefield College news, and maybe we'll come back with statistics. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Sam, you good to go there? Okay, I'm gone.
big hand for the Bluefield College Ram Band. Under the direction of Dr. Charles Priest. Fans, get out your 50-50 tickets. Your blue 50-50 ticket. Today's winner of $175 is 50-50 ticket number 604359. 604359. Please come to the press box to claim your prize. We are on the right side of the press box on the bottom level as you look at the press box. And supports the mission of the BC Athletics Department as a fundraising arm of BC Athletics for scholarships, capital improvements, and programming needs. Visit bcrams.com for all information, including member benefits, special pricing for current students and recent alumni, as well as the Kids Club.
Yeah, we're almost ready to go. But take your time. If you got some things, I got 10 minutes to go, and I have no stats. The stat machine broke down. Yeah, all right, all good. It is halftime at Mitchell Stadium, where Point University of West Point, Georgia, leads the Bluefield College Rams 34-7. Bluefield trailed 13-7, and that was midway through the first quarter. The touchdown being scored by Sam Bennett on a 41-yard run over left guard. And after that, it was all Point. They've scored 21 points. Twice they scored after turnovers, and they have made the score 34-7. The statistics, or the statistics program that was up here in the press box next to us, has gone down. So I have nothing to share with you. I don't have even a number of first downs. We trail in time of possession, I am sure, and I'm sure we trail in total yards and first downs as well. Point last week gave up 73 points to Reinhardt, Georgia. The final score was 73-21. The game was played at West Point, Georgia. Reinhardt led at halftime 35-7. So if we were to put up a 35-7 score in a half, we would have ourselves a victory. What does Bluefield have to do, or what are they talking about? We'll start with the offense. One is we've got to get our snaps from center better. They need to be lower, and they need to be snappier. Some of them are so high, we're only 5 yards from the center, and we're getting lob snaps, and it's just throwing off the whole offensive timing. We need to fix some gaps in the offensive line. Every time that we seem to run a fly sweep, when we take a wide receiver and run him in across the formation in front of the quarterback, trying to make a sweep out of it, we allow penetration into the offensive line, and the fly sweeper is being tackled soon after he gets the ball from the quarterback. We're getting a pretty good push with the offensive line in the plays that are standard, the standard plays that are running from the running back over left guard and left tackle. Most of the first downs that we have gotten have come over left guard. So that has been our best play, where we have Michael Hinckley, Andrew McPhee, and Quante Hines. We might need to expand the offense in what we're doing. We're running a double option offense as opposed to the triple option because we just don't have our steps correct. We just don't have it timed out correctly. So the quarterback's really making one read, the read that's in the running back's belly or the read that's in the fly sweeper's belly, and then running from there. We just don't have the steps or the timing with these two young quarterbacks, or the two new quarterbacks that we have, to have an offense to run the triple option. This offense a year ago averaged 500 yards a game. Today, I don't know if we have 150 here at halftime. Defensively, we're covering real well. They've tried some deep balls, and we've covered them. We need to tackle. We're tackling high, but that's a misnomer because we're not bringing anybody down high. So we need to strike the ball carriers lower. We need to shore up from time to time the middle of the field. Sometimes we're getting outside conscious on their fly sweeps and their balls that we've given up some big gainers up the middle. After one turnover, they took the ball straight up the middle for a score from beyond 30 yards out. All right, I'm going to catch my breath for a moment. The fans here, we're still having a nice time. We've got a great day. It's an affordable piece of entertainment at Mitchell Stadium, which is always a good place to be. This is a game one of 7 home games. Maybe we can have a better second half and make it better for us to get this home season started. Point 34, Bluefield 7, halftime. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. We have plenty of time. You can run 2 minutes if you want. All right. Good and good. Nice punts. Very good. Thank you. Bluefield College trailing 34-7. We're 2 minutes behind in 2 minutes to go in the half. I'm watching David Strickland, their All-American punter, and he's standing at his 30, and he's putting footballs landing on the other 10 and beyond. And they are rolling into the end zone and through the end zone and high. He averages 46 yards a punt, and he puts all that height with it. We just don't get to see a player of his caliber, even in the position of punter. He's got second string punters punting it back, and he's about 25 yards short of Strickland hitting the ball. Bluefield needs to do something on offense, and they're going to have an immediate opportunity. They will take over from the third quarter kickoff. Last week at Pikeville, Roger L. Smith took the third quarter kickoff and ran it 92 yards for a touchdown and cut the score from 18-6 to 18-13. And we were in it for a while, but we eventually lost 32-13. If you're looking for some glimmer of hope behind 27, Point last week gave up 35 points in the first half to Reinhardt. We would like to think that this is not indicative of how the Rams are shaping up for this Mid-South Conference season. Reinhardt is in the West Division and scored 73 points on Point, and so far today we have one touchdown. And to elaborate on the quarterback situation, Ashton Dixon coached the quarterback the Rams 11 games last year, and we had games of 500 and 600 total yards. Dixon was hurt during the spring drills. In fact, he was hurt in spring drills, and Cordell Johns, a middle linebacker, was hurt in the spring game, and those were just two major injuries that the Rams suffered during the spring. We have brought in a quarterback, Terrell Hackney. He's a senior. He had played 3 years at Liberty University. He had not gotten onto the field in one of those seasons. He was being developed as a wide receiver. And then there's Damon Daniel. He's a quarterback freshman from Stafford, Virginia. And they're really on the learning curve for this intricate Bluefield offense. You got to time the snap. You got to time the fakes and the handoffs. You got to time the reads. The running back's got to be in the right place. We call it pitch relationship, where he's usually 4 yards outside and 4 yards behind the quarterback at that angle, 4x4. And the Rams are in their new red jerseys, and they will receive the second half kickoff. Red jerseys with blue numbers, white trim on the numbers. Blue pants, white socks, and Rodrell Smith will be the deep man for the Rams. He will line up at his own 5-yard line. David Strickland, the All-America punter, is also their place kicker. The wind has picked up a little bit. It's coming across the field, coming into the press box, probably about 10 miles an hour. We're awaiting the second half kick. And Bluefield has an opportunity to get something rolling and looking for its first win at Mitchell Stadium since 1941. Strickland's kickoff. It's nicely high. Smith is coming up, takes it at the 5, and comes to the middle of the field. He's surrounded. He's at the 15-yard line, and that's about as, other than the first one, he had taken it from the 6 to their 35. Other than the first kickoff return of the game for the Rams, his average has been around the 15. First and 10 for the Rams from the Rams' 17-yard line. Damon Daniels, the quarterback. Sam Bennett will be the running back behind him. Wide receivers Roger L. Smith to the left. They're in a 4-man front. And we're going to give the ball to Bennett, right guard, and it's going to be stuffed. Generously, we're going to get it for no gain. I know it's quiet here, but we have a good crowd. We have a good Bluefield College crowd. We might have 400, 500, but it doesn't sound like Beaver Graham Friday night. A couple Friday nights ago. It is quiet here. They're looking for something to cheer. 2nd down and 10. And they give us to Bennett straight up the middle. The ball comes out, and it's rolling around at the 28, and we're fighting for the ball. Maples is fighting for it, but we're not going to get it. Their ball at the 31. Bennett is also down. Bennett is down at the 21. The ball came out to the 31. Point recovers the ball at the 31-yard line of Bluefield, where it'll be 1st down. Bennett is lying on his left side. The trainers are mostly getting information at this point, talking to him. He gained over 800 yards last year, our leading rusher. One of the good people on the team. We're going to take let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back and see what more we can tell you. This is Rams Football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Sam? Make it 60, please. 60 seconds. Yes, sir. Thank you. Make it 30. Come back after this. 30, please. Yeah, he got up. Sam Bennett has gotten up. Something happened to his left leg, and I think it was a contact injury, maybe just above his quad. And so he's coming off. We don't know if he can be able to play. But the Point is playing, and they have that ball 1st and 10 at the Bluefield 31, and they're running a reverse. Coming back the other way, they have 3 blockers. We have 1 defender. Takes it to the 20. We horse collar him at the 18, but they're not going to call it. We grabbed him from the back right up on the shoulder pads. And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the Bluefield 18, leading 34-7. There's right above the thigh pad, between a thigh pad and the hip, you got that flesh area above the quad, and I think that Bennett got hit there. As soon as he got hit, the ball squirted out and flew 5 yards, and they got the ball. And they fake a run, they throw the pass, and they're catching it at the 15, and takes it down to the 8. All right, and it is 2nd down. Oh, it's going to be 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Hey. All right, is there any more? They run a play over right guard, and we stack them up, and it'll be 3rd down and goal at the 6, a gain of a yard. All right, it is 2nd down. Is from the 5-point moving towards Stadium Drive. 27-point lead. They throw a lob pass out to the left. We've got a defender there, and we take a bad angle, and the runner's going to take it in for a score. He dove from the 3, landed in the end zone, and it's going to be a point score. Point University scores on their first possession. It came after a turnover. It was a 31-yard drive. The runner around left end, Danielle Wicker, 5'6", 150. Ran the fly sweep to the left, got hit at the 3, and then dove and landed on his right side into the end zone. Extra point, going for 1. And we almost block it, but it slides through our guy's hands, and the kick is good. And with 13 minutes left in the third quarter, Point University 41, Bluefield 7. Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Okay, yes. David Strickland kicks off again. He moves Roderick Smith along the end line, and Smith is going to take it out to the right. He's got, he jumps over a guy at the 20 and the 22-yard line, one of our better returns since the opening quarter. The ball, he was lined up at the right hash mark, and the ball took him to the left, and he just ran right across the field laterally, and he took it up to the 20, he stepped out of bounds at the 19. First and 10, Bluefield at the 19. And Hackney, is that Hackney back out there? First and 10, Bluefield from the 18-yard line. Receiver right to the left. They put Mock in motion, and they give the ball up the middle. We're going to gain 3 hard-earned yards. Still Damon Daniel at quarterback. The give was to Pope. Pope gained 3. Second and 7. It's taking a long time. Clock is live. 12:30 left in the third quarter. Bluefield trails 41-7. Daniel looking around, starts the signals, moves his receiver to the right, to the left, and a slow snap, and he's going to roll out, and we're going to throw to the sideline. The pass is dropped. Sideline pattern, and we drop the ball. Might have been a 4-yard gain if we had caught it. Third down, 3rd and 7. Our defense has had a lot of work to do today, and now their offense is already 3rd and 7. Two receivers left, one right. We're going to send Mock in motion across the formation from left to right. They're bringing 6, and we just messed up the whole play. They overloaded our right, and they came through the B gap and the C gap between the guard and the tackle in the end. Big loss, 6 yards. Making it 4th down from the 18. Daniel Griffin to punt again. Brandon Robertson, one exciting player. He has been running and catching and returning kicks. He's standing at the 50, taking Griffin's punt. We've already had 1 block. High hanging kick, nice kick, driving it back. We're driving it back to the 40, trying to run to this side. They hit us in the back, no call. 50, 40, we're going down to our 30, 25, 20. At 15, we missed a tackle. At the 10, and it's a touchdown, no call. That was right in the middle of the field. We got hit right in the back as we were reaching for their return guy. Right in front of the official, the deepest official. No call. Now, there is a penalty down at the 10, but it's our 10. 60-yard return. was a block in the back at our 10 will move the ball back, so their offense will come on the field. No touchdown. I don't even know if it was a block that he needed to score. Good punt. We hit it from our 18, 32, 42 yards and high. And we had some coverage. He wanted to take it outside. We had some contain. And then we were ready to go in to make the tackle, and we got smacked in the back, hit hard on the run. They didn't call that one. 1st and 10 at the 20. Point University's ball at the Bluefield 20 after that return. Two receivers left and right. Fortis is the quarterback, as he has been all day. As their running back, at the left halfback, he gives it to that same back, and he's going to gain 3 at right tackle. Let's see, Ladarius Mathis. He got as many as 4 to the 16. There's no huddles anymore in football. And they also don't take the snap from center. This shotgun snaps every play, both teams. Fortis, long count. Looks left, look left. We got him wrapped up. We bring him down. We got a sack at the 24. All right, so we have number 98. And I don't have a numeral. We had number 98 on the tackle. Harry Cassius was also near on a stop. On the sack, lost 4 yards, so it's 3rd down at the 24-yard line. Rams stay in their 3. We have 2 linebackers. We're bringing up a 4th. We're bringing up an outside linebacker to rush. Now he drops and they throw over the middle. Diving catch attempt at the 3 is incomplete. Post pattern by the wide receiver on the right. Incomplete. It would have been a heck of a diving catch to have made it. It'll be 4th down from the 24, 4th and 13. And they are bringing Strickland out to attempt a field goal, trying to add to points 41-7 lead on our Rams. The ball is down at the Rams 31. There's 10 minutes and 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Long count, snap, and line drive kick is going to sail to the kicker's left, and it's no good. Never had a chance. 10:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Point 41, Bluefield 7. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com.
Flag on the play, the penalty against Bluefield. Still 4th and 9.
We were offside, so they're just lining up again to repeat the field goal attempt. This time it'll be from 36 yards out, the ball being put down on the 26. They move, and there's a call. Their left tight end and their left wing back both moved. So it's going to move back the same 5. That was a lonely flag out there. Both teams had come off the field thinking that it's time to bring out the kickoff teams, that the field goal had failed. And he gets another try at it. This time it'll be from the original 32. So it was a 5-yard. Point's going to take a timeout. Everybody's going to get themselves reset. Point to take a timeout. 41-7 point. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Bluefield College trailing 41-7 in its home openers, first of 7 games at home at Mitchell here. And Point will line up a field goal attempt. Now they're going to run a play. They're just going to go ahead and run a play from the 25-yard line of Bluefield. The quarterback is back in. Fortis is the quarterback. He's going to look deep. He's looking to his left. He's looking to his left, and he sails the ball out to the right, and it's incomplete. He was looking left. The had a slanting receiver over the middle who could then cut it back outside, and they miscommunicated, and the ball just sailed about 15 yards from everybody. Incomplete, 1st and 10 for Bluefield at the Bluefield 24. We don't have stats to share with you. I don't know if it'd be very fun if we did have stats. And Daniel will be the quarterback for the Rams. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their 24. We move Maples in motion, goes from left to right. And we're going to fake, and we're going to pitch, and then we're going to be surrounded right after the pitch. And we're going to be dropped down after about a 5-yard gain in a real ugly play. The read was slow. The pitch was slow to the running back. And his pitch relationship wasn't real good, and he got slowed down. And they had 3 people in our backfield to stop the play. We slipped away for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 from the 27. Giving it right up the middle, no gain. 1 yard. We've been scouted very well. They have been drilled very well. Speaking of the Point Skyhawk defense. Considering we're not in a conference, they did a very good job of reading what we have. But we are not putting everything out there. We have restrictions at a few positions, including a quarterback right now, until they learn this system. Give up the middle of the Pope. He slips away from a tackler and gets near a 1st down. He needed 5, and he's going to get off 5. All right, and it's 1st and down for the Rams at their 34-yard line. Pope comes off. And Martin comes on at the running back, number 15. 1st and 10. This is all taking time. There's 9 minutes left, still in the 3rd. And the give is to Martin, and they bottle it all up. Bottled it all up. It was a wall of white shirts. White shirts and Carolina blue numerals. 2nd down. That was a straight handoff, and we lost yardage. 2nd and a little bit more than 10. Martin is the running back. We have single receivers left and right. We move Marion Harris over, and we're going to see if we can pitch the ball to him, and we're going to keep the ball. And we're at the 38, the 39, and that's it. 5 yards. 6 yards to the 40, where it's 3rd down. Another minute ran off. We're at 8 minutes, down 34 points, 41-7. Daniel looks around, shifts Harris to the right. High snap. We give to Martin, and Martin's dropped at the 40. No hole at all. Wall of white shirts. The Rams line up right away. They don't huddle. 4th down. Rams are going to go for it. 4th down from the Rams' own 41. We need to get to midfield. Will comfortably get us the 1st down. The skill position players are looking to the sideline, looking for a play. Signs are being sent in. Daniel shares it with his teammates. Long snap count. Here they come. They bring up blitzer. Quarterback's going to keep the ball, and he's going to be dropped. We faked over right guard, tried to run over right tackle, gained a yard. And Point takes over 1st and 10 at the Bluefield 43. It'd be Point ball. Point leads 41-7. There's 7:13 left in the 3rd. Point comes out. This is the team that lost 73-21 last week, and they are playing well. They're not penalizing themselves. They're not making turnovers. Fortis is directing the offense with outstanding leadership. The give is to a running back. No, it's going to be kept by the quarterback. He's going to lob a pass on the right sideline. Overthrows incomplete. Fortis is a 3-year starter. Fake the running back over at left guard and then step back and then roll to his right. He had a receiver running down his right sideline and overthrew him. Overthrew him just about a yard. Good coverage by Anthony Rivers over here. They're moving to stadium drive, moving from our left to right. 7 minutes left in the third. See if we can put some pressure on him. 2nd down and 10. They have the ball at the Bluefield 42. They have a man in motion. That's Robertson. Watch him. But they're going to, quarterback's will keep it himself, and Fortis gets to the 35, and it will be 3rd down and 3. Slow developing play. He sent Robertson from right to left, fake to him, and kind of just tiptoed his way for 5 yards, and that is to the 36-yard line of Bluefield. They are content to let all these seconds and these minutes run off. Fortis gives to the running back at right guard, and he's going to get a 1st down to the Bluefield 30. His first thought was a hit over his tight end on the right side, and he cut it back between his right guard and his right tackle, put his shoulder pads down, and dove for the 1st down at the 31 of Bluefield. They have twin receivers right and left. There's receivers right behind one another. Split receiver and a flanker right behind them. And they have that formation set up on both sides. And with all that, they give to the running back right up the middle. And he's tackled after a gain down to the 27. Gain of 4. Stopping the clock for reasons that aren't clear. The 27-yard line of Bluefield, and it's 2nd down, and they're winding the clock. It's moving. It's under 6 minutes in the third. Cheerleaders, Bluefield cheerleaders, though, have enthusiasm. The crowd's enjoying the socializing anyway. We always do in this area. High pass out to the left, incomplete. Square out pattern to the left, overthrown. 3rd down and 7. They get 3rd down and 6 from the 32-yard line of Bluefield. We're going to put some pressure on them. We've got our 2 linebackers up close in the middle. We're up close with our defensive backs on their wide receivers, and they have 3 of those to the left side. Single, we tapped the ball, and we're going to intercept. It's Gabe Spencer at the 30. Had a chance to get away, but he only got as far as the 37, and we'll take that. 1st and 10 Rams at the Rams 37. And there's a flag back on the 30. It was after the play. Flag at the 30. The ball was tipped, and Gabe Spencer came down with it. And for the first 5 steps, it looked like he could go a long way. They converged on him quickly, and he was dropped at the 37 of Bluefield. They're talking about the flag at the 30 behind him. Waiting for the sign. Unsportsmanlike conduct against point. So the play stands. It's the interception by Gabe Spencer. 5-yard return on the interception. And they take the ball from the Bluefield 37 to the point 47. No, for the 48. Point 48, 1st and 10. A lot of action was early. Point jumped off to a 13-0 lead. We got a 41-yard touchdown run by Sam Bennett, make it 13-7. And at halftime was 34-7. Everything's been theirs. We give the pitch to Mock. Mock is running to the outside, and we'll lose 6 yards. Their corners are just selling out on the run and releasing our receivers through the point safeties. And they're getting a lot of depth, and they're making tackles for losses. That was a loss of 6. 2nd down, the ball is at the Bluefield 46. This team gave up 73 points last week, and we have 7 today. Slow snap, ball is given to Pope up the middle, and he'll get his away for a couple of yards. We have been reluctant to throw deep. Where we just snap the ball to the quarterback, no fake, and just have him look deep. We didn't do it last week, but a couple of times against Pikeville in our loss, and we haven't done it here but once today. Mock in motion right to left. And we fake, and now we're looking deep, over the middle, off the fingertips of Mabry. It was number 10, Corey Mabry. It would have been a sensational catch. Mabry reached out all 6'6" as he ran from right to left across the field. The ball was too far in front of him and a bit high, and it's incomplete. Daniel Griffin comes on to punt. Rams trail 41-7. Still have 4 minutes, 27 left in the third. Rams are still looking for that first win at Mitchell. Griffin's punt goes down to the 12. He's taken there. We failed to wrap, but we're going to bring the Robertson down. We still fail to wrap. He's still fighting his way out. We have 6 red shirts down there who had shots at him. We didn't wrap up. We hit him low that time, but we did not wrap up, and he had a return of 5 yards. Be first and 10 for Point University. Point University, we played and lost by 30-odd points down there in 2013. We did not play them last year during their 1-9 season. So it's a team coming off a 1-9 season and a 73-21 defeat last week to Reinhardt, who is in our league. At the day, that same team leads our Bluefield College Rams 41-7. Point has the ball first and 10. They have the ball at their 11, and they have stacked receivers to the left and to the right. We bring a 4th man up. We'll be in a 4-man front with 3 linebackers, 7 in the box. That gives it left guard, and they gain a yard. Our locals always have fun at football, no matter what the situation. And we're having a time socializing. We haven't had much to cheer about today. I assure you we're going to be better next week. We're going to have to against Faulkner. And running back, the quarterback fakes, he throws, and we wrap up the receiver who catches the ball at the 20. They hit a real quick pass to Ricardo Sloan. It's Military Appreciation Day next Saturday, 1:30. Military personnel and their families admitted free. The highest ticket is $5 here. We invite you to bring your family and friends to the kickoff next Saturday. It'll be a 1:30 kickoff here at Mitchell next Saturday. 3rd and 6 for Point, and they run the ball up the middle, and we'll stop them well short of the first. A yard gain right up the middle, and it'll be 4th down and 4. Now Point will bring out their All-American kicker. He's only punted once today, and that was about 38 yards. He put on a show at halftime. He was hitting them 50 yards in flight. And we're talking about David Strickland, who has 5 extra points today and plenty of kickoffs as Point leads 41-7. So David Strickland will be hitting it from his 22-yard line. Quincy Mock is standing at his 35. That's 43 yards on the line of scrimmage from the kicker. Long snap count. Good snap. And we block the kick. We knock it into the end zone. If we fall on it, and it'll be a touchdown. It should be a touchdown. It is. Corey Mabry will block it. We blocked the kick, and Mabry went into the end zone and landed on it as it was spinning just on the end line, just to the point of the end line. Another yard farther on the block, and it would have been a touchback, but as it was, it's 6 points. We blocked the punt. They blocked one of ours today. We gave it back to them. Extra point attempt. It'll be by number 1, Drake Presley, the freshman from Twin Valley High School. His hometown is Oakwood. And he's in our radio and newspaper coverage 41-13. We got excited. Did you hear the fans? Ball is down. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Point 41, Bluefield 14. Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. The Rams blocked a punt attempt, and we recovered it in the end zone, and we scored 6. We didn't even get 2 out of it. We got 6 points. Presley kicked the extra point, and we are now trailing 41-14. There's 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Bluefield will kick off. We got all 7 points out of that rather than the 2, so Point will be the team that will receive the kickoff after that play. The thing was right on its nose. The ball was spinning like a top right there about 2 feet from the end line. If it touched the end line, it would have been out of bounds or out and a safety. But Mabry picked it up, made sure he has both his feet in, and we got all the points. The kickoff is short. We punch it up. They fielded it at the 25, 30 up the middle, 35. We're tackling so high even on the special teams, and he'll be dropped at the 37. Tackled so high. Their running backs have got so many yards after first contact today. Point will have the ball at the point 37. I mean, on that kickoff return, the first player that hit him was 7 yards ago. And we had put a second player and a third player and a fourth, and he's still going because all of us have our arms around his numbers and his shoulder pads. 1st and 10 for Point from the point 37. We rush 3, they run a 5. The quarterback is going to keep the ball, and we're going to stop him on a run up the middle after about a 2-yard gain. They've replaced their quarterback. The quarterback is now Anthony Mitchell. He's 6'1" and a big 220 pounds. He is a junior. Charles Ford has had a good day. 41 points is always a good day for a quarterback, no matter what you're doing. But he helped the Skyhawks running and throwing. We're in a 3-man front. We have 2 middle linebackers, 5 defensive backs, as they have 4 wide receivers. Running back up the middle, and he's going to have 4 or 5 yards. We're still up high, and we'll stop him eventually at the 43. We hit him at the line of scrimmage on the 39, and we're up high, and he takes us to the 43, 3rd down and 4. I have an idea what we're going to be practicing on defense this week. 3rd down and 4, 43-yard line. They're taking a long time to get their call in from the sideline. Anthony Mitchell is the quarterback. Danielle Wicker is the running back. The quarterback is looking. He throws outside. He makes the hit, makes the throw and the catch, but we make a good tackle 2 yards short of the stick. Marquez Souder on that stop. We've called his name a few times. The secondary's had a good day. Nothing's beating us deep. 4th down, and they will bring in their All-American punter again. It is at their 46-yard line. We blocked the last kick and got a 7-pointer out of it. 24 seconds and counting as we're winding down the third quarter. The wind is blowing across the field, so the Strickland's not going to wait for any kind of wind change or let the quarter change. The snap is there. We only rush one guy. High punt. Driving us back. We're down. We dropped the ball at the 5. Mock is at the 2. He hit it to 1, and he's going to go down, and that'll be it. We bobbled the ball at the 5 after he had hit it from the 40. The quarterback punted the ball. A high punt. And after Mock picked it up, he was hit at the 2. He spun and then got tackled and brought down at the 1. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. It is .41, Rams 14. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com.
Ball in the 1 yard line. Bluefield College, first down.
Yes, please. All right, Sam, great job. Thank you. How can they get on that? So, is it bcrams.com? Is that what that's on? Yeah. It is. I think so. And you can't hear it. I was wondering, there's no sound. Oh, okay. A year ago we were on with them. Okay. Well, I'm hooked up, but it didn't work out. I said I'm hooked up. I was wondering if you were getting anything. Not today? After the punt, the Bluefield College Rams will take over possession at their own 2-yard line. Trailing Point University 41-14. This will be the first play of the fourth quarter. And Daniel gives the ball to Rodrell Smith, and he's got room. The 10, the 15, 20, 25. He's got wrapped up, and he's fighting through 3 Skyhawks, and they'll take it out to the 30-yard line. Boy, it was a flash second there. We thought we had a 98-yard run on our hands. Rodrell Smith brings it out to the 31. Smith had a touchdown last week. He had a 92-yard kickoff return. 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Rams 31. Smith in motion from left to right. The give is going to be to Bennett up the middle. He bounces to the outside. He's got a first down, and he's got to the 47-yard line, a gain of 16. Power. All right, Martin is now the running back. All righty, Bluefield College first down. It'll be out to the 46-yard line. Damon Daniel, the quarterback. 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers to the left. Running back in, or receiver in motion. Here comes Smith again. And he's at the 50. He's at their 45 and down to their 42-yard line. About a yard short of the first. No, it's going to be a first down. First down Rams at the .41-yard line. All right, generating something here on the offense. Rodrell Smith, 2 big carries, 1st and 10 at the .41. Mock in motion, and the give is to the running back straight up the middle, and that'll be a gain of 5. And that's Shane Milhorn, sophomore from Meadowview, Virginia. And his folks are right down below us right here wearing Milhorn jerseys. And he gained 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Rams, taking it from the 36-yard line. Pope, 35-30, 25-20, right sideline, out of bounds, down to the 14-yard line. From the 36 to the 14. The play was intended to go to right guard, and Pope bounced it to the outside on the right, running down the sidelines on this side, and he takes it to the 14. We're still alive. The fans are still alive. Yeah, they're responding. And there's a timeout on the field. I didn't see it was out of bounds. It must have been a point timeout. We wouldn't have used one. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. 41-14 point, 13:20 left in the fourth. Rams football, WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Yeah, please. Thank you. They had a player down. They had a linebacker down on the far side. He came off on his own power. That's where the timeout was caused. It appeared as if he had a cramp. A first down and 10 for Bluefield at the .14-yard line. Daniels calling signals. The running back is coming across, and we're at the 15, and Mock is going to step out at the 6-yard line. The gain from the 14 down to the 6. Mock comes off, and Roger Smith comes back in. A sign is lifted from the Bluefield sideline. Damon Daniel looks at it, relays it to his teammates, puts Smith in motion, and we're going to get dropped after a 3-yard gain as the quarterback. He faked the Smith and kept the ball left guard a couple of yards, may even be near a first down at the 4. And they're going to say it is third down and 1. Third down and a half a yard from the 4 of point. Pope is the running back. Motion man is Smith. Give is to Pope. Pope left guard, and we're going to put it in. Yes, the sign is touchdown. Adrian Pope, a touchdown from the 4-yard line. Michael Hinckley, Andrew McPhee, Quante Hines on the push. That's on the left side. Jed Halla plays the right guard, and Isaiah Turner is at the right tackle. And we've had some yards on the right side as well. 41-20, 12:21 left in the fourth quarter. We're set up the kick for 1. Drake Presley. The snap is down. The kick is up. And it hits the net just right. And we have a 41-21 game. This is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Bluefield College Rams now trail by 20, 41-21. We've scored the last 14 points. You would anticipate then an onside kick by the Rams. Well, you can hear the crowd. We're still here. We're still having fun. And we invite you to join us next week. It'll be a 1:30 kickoff against Faulkner. It'll be a Mid-South Conference game. And it'll be right here at 1:30. Military Appreciation Day. All military personnel, past or present. God bless you, veterans. And they and their families will be admitted free. September 12th against Faulkner at 1:30. September 19th against Lindsey Wilson. Another kickoff. We're going to hit it deep, though. They're going to take it at the 5. And he's still taking his spun around back there. The 15, 20, 25, and a good look. Gabe Spencer's got him wrapped up. And that's how you tackle. A good look by Gabe Spencer at the 25 on special teams. And then we hold him to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 12:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. I think they talked about an onside kick. It wouldn't have been wrong if they had. The Rams have 3 timeouts, trailing 41-21. Both teams came into this with an 0-1 record. Bluefield lost at Pikeville last week in a conference game, in a Conference East Division game. Their ball, 1st and 10 at the 25 after that kickoff return. They have their second-string quarterback in. That's Anthony Mitchell. He's a big 220 pounds. He looks bigger than that. They give it to their fullback up the middle, and he'll gain a yard. Second down and 9. And that was number 9, Brandon Robertson. I'm sorry, it was Isaiah Long, number 8. 5'7", 175-pounder. Their third-string running back. Second down and 9 from the 26. Same play. This time it's going to bounce to the outside. We're going to pull it from behind for a loss. And that's going to be to the 23-yard line. On the stop for the loss, Darius Flowers, the right end, came across the formation and made the stop. All right, so it is 3rd down and 12 from the 23. That was Stephen Pack from Monroe, West Virginia on the sack. We're getting some reserves in there. Timeout, Bluefield? Oh, that's a hand signal. I thought the safety was signaling for a timeout. It's a hand signal to his teammates. And they're going to throw on 3rd and 12. The quarterback is still looking. He's throwing deep over here. We put our hands on the receiver. No call and incomplete over the head. We put our hands on the receiver's back as both were waiting for the ball. That was Frank Brooks. The ball was at the 42, but it was overthrown. And it is 4th down, 4 point at their 24. Well, that didn't tick off much time. It's 10:57 remaining in the 4th. Bluefield's just 3 touchdowns away from a victory. Their first since 1941. Strickland, the punter. We blocked one of his kicks. They have blocked one of ours. We got 7 points on our block. He's standing at his 9. High snap, and it's a high snap and it's a whistle. I thought we'd gotten back. We jumped in there, then we jumped back at the line of scrimmage, and maybe their guy flinched, and they did. So they're going to move the ball back to the .18, where it's still 4th down, of course. 41-21. Quincy Mock is at his 40 back here. Good snap. High kick. Mock is looking. He's going to fair catch it at the 40. I'm sorry, that was Frank Brooks. Frank Brooks fair catch at the 40, and that's where Bluefield will take over. 10 minutes, 50 remaining. Bluefield ball trailing 41-21. Bluefield with 3 timeouts. This has been a much better period. In the last half of the 3rd period has been a better period. They've kept mostly starters out there. So we have something to reference our better play against. 1st and 10, 40-yard line. Daniels gives the ball to the running back, and Pope will take it to the 41, running the ball right up the middle. 2nd and 10 from the 40. From the 41, it'll be 2nd and 9 is where they finally spot the ball. We've got wide receivers left and right. Harris is shifted from behind the left guard to behind the right guard. We give the ball to Pope. Pope is taking up the middle for 5. He'll take it for 4 to the 45. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. You might wonder why we're giving the ball up the middle, down 20 points. Well, for the last 2 years, that's been our best play. Sometimes it's just lightning quick and we're gone. 3rd down and 5. I mean, we're going to give it on a fly sweep. It's it's Harris coming this way. Harris is working his way to the 45 of point, and he has a 1st down. Harris was in the slot on the left and went in motion to the right, giving the ball in front of the quarterback, and he took it to the 46 for a 1st down. So it's the resurrection of football here. Marion Harris is our leading ball carrier for this career point. The give is going to be to 1st down. I mean, it's at the 40. There's a gain of 6. And that was Shane Milhorn from Meadowview, Virginia. The run was at left guard. Shane Milhorn is the running back, was not Bennett. Milhorn is 25, Bennett is 35. Milhorn is the running back. We're going to shift our H-back or a wing back from left to right, and it'll be Milhorn again. He's working his way for a 1st down to the 35. Got him behind Quante Hines, and then cut it to the left and got a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35. The clock is moving, 9:14 remaining. You can hear the crowd, the Rams crowd. We might have had a peak of 500. We might have 400 left. A good crowd. And it's 1st and 10. They give the Milhorn, right guard, and that's going to be little or nothing. Clock moving, second down. You just feel, well, if we can get to 41-28, who knows? There's still 8:46 left in the game. We still have 3 timeouts. And we are right now at their 34-yard line. Daniel on the snap. They jumped offside. All right, that's 5 closer. I don't think we flinched. The line of scrimmage is the .34. Point is walking backward, and we'll have the ball at the .29 if it goes our way. Offside on the defense. And it'll be still second down. It'll be 4 yards to go at the .29. This defense gave up 73 points last week. They gave up 35 in the first half. Daniel has Mabry to his right. He's got Rodrell Smith to his left. He moves Maples to the right wing. He'll give the ball to Bennett. Bennett's going to have a hard time getting a couple, and he does. 2 yards through the 27. 8 minutes. We're approaching 8 minutes left in the game. We're lining up fairly quickly. We got the play in quickly, and Daniel's going to call signals. 3rd and 2. We're changing the play. The clock's still going, but maybe we have a better play. They're up in there close. Their deepest safety is just 7 yards off the ball. The rest of their people are just 5 yards off the ball. So they're going to try to force the issue here on 3rd down and see if maybe we might throw it deep. Mabry's got one-on-one. And what happened here? We got a clock stoppage. All right, I'm not going to speculate. Come on, ref. It's going to be timeout Bluefield. And the way Mabry, I'm going to stay here. Mabry shook his fist at the ground. He didn't show anybody up. Just a little shift, little pump with his fist or with his right hand as if we were going deep, and that's what he wanted to do. That cornerback was just 2 feet off of him. And I think Mabry wanted to run that thing deep. That might have been the call. And we called timeout. We're going to do something differently. We have 2 downs to get this first down. There's no field goals now. It's 41-21 point. The field goal won't do us anything. We need 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points for a victory. And we might have gone deep to Mabry. That might have been the call that we went to. And then we thought better of it, and we changed our mind, and we took the timeout. Now we're coming back onto the field. The receiver to the right now is number 17, Corbin Cash, a junior from Richmond. We have 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Bennett is our running back. We've got Harris to the right of the quarterback. We dropped the ball. We fall on it, but we're going to lose a yard. And we have a flag. The flag is by the referee in the backfield. False start. I think that's going to be a dead ball. So rather than 4th and 4, we might get to 3rd and 6. The ball is blown dead. The play is not going to count. We're going to be 3rd and 7 from the 33. We need to get down to their 25. Or from the 32 of theirs, we need to get to their 25. It would have been 4th down if the play counted. All right, we fake, and we're going to look. We're looking down the middle. We're throwing the ball in the middle. We overthrow. We got tripped, but we don't have a call. We're throwing the Corbin Cash. He was on the numbers at the 10, and he was tripped up from behind. No call. The ball's overthrown. It's 4th down for the Rams. I don't see a flag. No flag. Incomplete at the 32. 4th down? Yeah. The scoreboard says 4th. The sticks say now 4th down. We need 7 yards. We need to get to the 30. If there's any hope, even down 20 points, but we're in their territory, we need 7 yards. 4th and 7. Bennett is the running back. Mabry's flanked to the right, and Smith is flanked to the left. We're running reverse to Mabry. He's got a blocker out in front. He's at the 30. 1st down, 25, 19-yard line. First down. We ran a reverse. Good call. They weren't ready for it at all. Rodrell Smith made a key block on the far side on the corner. And we have a first down, Rams. Nice to dust that one off in the playbook. 18-yard line, first of point, 1st and 10 for the Rams. They gave this to Bennett, right guard. We're only going to get to the 16, 2-yard gain. Second down. There's still 7 minutes left. We still have 2 timeouts. Rams trail 41-21. All the excitement has been in the last couple of minutes of the third quarter and the 9 minutes that have gone off here in the fourth. You can hear the fans. We're still alive. We're still in this. Second down and 8. Rams have the ball at the point 15. Man in motion from right to left is Mock. They give us to Mock. He turns it up the field. 15, 10, 5, and he's into the 2. Out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 2. That stops the clock, too. We'll say he's out of bounds at the 3. Mock in motion, took it at full speed. Daniel gave him the ball, and his first down and goal for the Rams at the 3. Rodrell Smith in motion, right to left. The give is going to be to the first back, and we're going to be just shy at the 1-yard line. Shane Milhorn, the sophomore, packs 205 pounds on that 5'6" frame. Meadowview, Virginia. Now we're bringing in Bennett. We're a yard and a half away, 2nd and goal. Smith in motion. We give the ball to Bennett. He's being dragged, trying to drag somebody. And touchdown. Touchdown. Right guard, Sam Bennett. 2nd touchdown of the day. And it's 41-27. 6 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. Extra effort and a lot of leg strength. Sam Bennett was hit a yard behind the line, dragged that guy and somebody else into the end zone for the touchdown. Bennett's other touchdown was for 41 yards. That was a long time ago when it was made it 13-7. Presley for the extra point, going for point number 28. The holder is Mabry. Good snap. Kick. Oh, they block it. And it's still alive. They can pick it up and go for 2. Mabry's trying to run the guy down. We're running, and he's still in bounds. We had him at the 50. We're still running him. He's trying to go for a 2-point conversion, and he's going to get it. They blocked the kick and ran it all the way back. It was blocked and then picked up by number 4, Kalen Newsom, a defensive back who picked it up. And they're putting 2 points on, and it's now 43-27. It's still within 2 scores. It's 16 points. They blocked the extra point. They came right up the chute. Blocked the kick. The ball rolled back to the 20, and they picked it up and ran at 80 yards back. Kalen Newsom, 43-27. In high school, it's a dead ball after the block in the pickup. In college, we ran it back, and it's equivalent of a safety and running it all the way back. So they moved from 41 points to 43 points. It is 43-27. Point 43, Bluefield 27. Bluefield is to kick off. They have numbers such as 42 and 21 and 24 on the line. Those are receivers and running backs numbers. They have 8 on the line. They have 2 players at the 50 on the outside. They have a player at the 30. They are ready for the onside kick. The so-called hands team is in there at this time. We need 2 touchdowns. We need 2 2-point conversions. Here's the kick. And we hit it deep. The ball lands at the 12. They're going to chase it down there to the 7. Their guy picks it up. He's running around the 10, takes it up the middle, and he's got room, 30. And we only have the kicker to stop him. He runs by him, 50, and he's going to run it all the way back for a touchdown, 90 yards. And once again, that is number 9, Brandon Robertson. Robertson was at the 30. The ball was kicked over his head. He ran back to the 9. Didn't know what quite to do, and just kind of watched the Bluefield runners run at him. Found himself a lane and ran it 90 yards. It was on the hash marks on the far side, right up the hash marks, 91 yards for a touchdown. 91-yard kickoff return. Well, that changed things to 49-27. And we're right back where we were. We're down 23. Strickland to kick the extra point. Waiting for the snap. Ball is down. The kick is up and good. And with 5:47 remaining in the game, point 49, or is that 50? 50-27. And this is Rams football on WHIS and WHIStalkradio.com. Just 30, please. Two moments ago, the score was 41-27, and we were lining up for an extra point. They blocked it, ran it back for a safety, and then on the ensuing kickoff, they ran the ball back 91 yards for a touchdown. They must be tired. They've been running a lot of wind sprints. They ran the ball back 80 yards for the 2 points and 91 yards for the kickoff. 41-27 is now 50-27. Point 50, Bluefield 27. 5:47 left in the game. Point University from West Point, Georgia, to kick off in this non-conference game. Both teams came in with no wins and a loss. Kickoff. It's going to be Roger L. Smith. He's 1 yard deep in the end zone. He's on the far hash marks. Now on the far sideline, runs into his teammate and is dropped down by a defender at the 15. Be 1st and 10, Bluefield from the 15. Crowd got into it. So did I think. At least in my voice, I think, because I was into it. 41-27. We were looking at 41-28 if we made the kick, but they blocked it, and then they followed that. They got 2 points out of that, and then 7 points off the kickoff return. 9 points, just like that. The clock itself only moved 12 seconds, and they had 9 points. I don't know if I've seen that before. First down, Rams from the 17, run up the middle, and that is going to be Milhorn again. He'll gain 3, 4, gain of 5. Gain of 5 to the 22-yard line of Bluefield. The quarterback remains Damon Daniel. Triple receivers to the left. Got a man in motion. He'll give it to Milhorn, and that'll be a gain of about 1 up the middle. Clock moving, and it'll be past 5 minutes to go. Just 5 minutes to go in this game at Mitchell Stadium. Winding down. 3rd and 5. It's Milhorn is behind the quarterback, Daniel. Roger L. Smith is flanked to the left. Corbin Cash to the right. I mean, we go deep. They only have 1 safety back there, and we got 4 wide receivers and a slot back. One of us got to get open. Man in motion. We give to him, and it's Mock coming around. 25, 30, 32. I'm going to say he stepped out right at the 30, but it's a first down. First down for the Rams. We might take this opportunity down 23 points is throw deep, see if we can. Can we protect the passer? Can we shake loose from these corners? 1st and 10, Rams from the 30. We'll put Mock in motion to the left. They give us to Milhorn. He'll have a slight loss if no gain. I think it's going to be no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's throw deep and see what it looks like. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. You know, those 9 points that they scored in 12 clock seconds, that just changed the whole game. Let's try something. Let's go deep. 2nd and 9. We're going to send Mock in motion from left to right, and to give is the Millhorn. He'll gain a couple. To the 33 would be 3rd down. The Bluefield crowd is staying pretty much put. I would say 4 out of 5 people who attended, they're still here. Gave them some excitement. We got from 41-7 to 41-27. And then the bottom fell out on it. They jumped. Our guy jumped back at him. We'll see what the call is going to be. I'm in favor of the high school rule. You jump into the neutral zone, it's a 5-yard penalty. There's no jumping back. You know, all that, you're offside. You're in the neutral zone. I don't see how they make the rule, especially in the NFL, where you can jump back. And if they took that rule out of the NFL, you'd see better pass protection and a better passing game. Those defensive linemen, they're all triggered and fired up. Oops, I jumped. I can get back. You give them a 5-yard penalty every time, they won't be like that. It is 3rd down at the 38-yard line of Bluefield. 3rd and 2. Looking to get to the 40. The running back is Sam Bennett. We're going to pitch the ball out to Rodrell Smith. He gets to the line of scrimmage, and he gets to the 45, and he'll have a Bluefield 1st down. Steps out of bounds and maybe shoved extracurricularly because there's a flag right where Smith went out of bounds. And that is the Bluefield 46. There's been an average number of penalties in this game. It's been a clean game. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of jawing going on back and forth. We haven't had any shoves. We did have a roughing the quarterback earlier, but that happens. Personal foul against face mask against Bluefield. And they'll move it back from the 47-yard line. When you're out there blocking, you've got to keep your hands off the people's face mask. The face mask, anything on the face mask applies everywhere, whether it's done by the defense or an offensive lineman. Even some of the officials are calling hands on the face on a stiff arm by the running back, and that's a good idea. No hands on the face mask. 3 minutes to go. 31-yard line for Bluefield. It's 3rd and 9. Bennett is the running back. We'll send Rodrell Smith in motion to the left. He'll give the ball to Smith. He'll spin from left guard and take it to the middle and gain 4. 4th down and 5 from the 35. From the 4th down and 6 from the 34. We're lining up as if we're not going to punt. We need 6 yards, and we must get to the 40 to keep the ball. We trail 50-27, .50, Bluefield 27. We're at 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. They're still in their 4-man front. They're going to pull back 1. They're going to rush 3. We give the ball to the Millhorn. He'll take it to the 40, just shy of the 40, the 39-yard line, and that means we will give the ball 2 point from there. They have stopped the clock, so on the exchange of possession, it stops the clock, and Point has the ball 1st and 10 at the Bluefield 39. We'll be here next Saturday. Kickoff at 1:30. It'll be against Faulkner. Military Appreciation Day. Military personnel get in for free, although they have paid the price. We welcome and thank our veterans, both active and retired, and they'll be here free next week. And they give the ball on a sweep to the right, and he's going to go. 20. Oh, we're going to bring him down from behind from the 15. A very fast back, Danielle Wicker, only 5'6" and 150, and he scooted to the 10-yard line of Bluefield. There's 2:04 left. 1st down, 4 point from our 12. And they're taking their time lining up. We're inside of 2 minutes. Really taking their time. They may even take a knee from here with this 23-point lead, and you have the ball at the 12-yard line. Counting it down, 9 seconds left on the play clock. High snap. Give the ball to a running back And that is Walker again, and he is stopped at the 15 as Wicker. That's Danielle Wicker to the 15, to the 10. So he gained 2, 2nd and 8, winding down. There's no statement of victory like the one where you take a knee at their 10. Long time on the clock running off here. They're taking their time. 18 seconds left on the play clock. It'll take us inside of a minute. Ball at the 10. And they're going to give a running back a dive, and then we stop it immediately. No gain. It'll be 3rd down still. It'll still be at the 11. Stop right there at the line of scrimmage by number 39, Zuri Weathers, an inside linebacker from Smyrna, Tennessee. Still 3rd, 38 seconds. There'll be one more snap. The ball's at the 11, and one more snap and one knee in the proceedings here, with point on top, 50 to 27. And they're going to the big quarterback's going to run the ball up the middle. The clock's running down the last 10 seconds. The ball comes out, and he's far from a first down. And he recovered his own fumble at the 8. It's 4th down, 8 seconds, 7. And that is going to count us down and out for today. And that's the final tick. And there's the buzzer on the final gun, so to speak. And it's .50, Bluefield 27. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. This is Rams Football, WHIS and WHISTalkRadio.com.
Ram fans, thank you for attending today's game. At this time, Coach Walker and the Bluefield College football team ask that you join them on the field and hear their post-game ritual of an afterglow. Connect with a player. Then listen in as the coaches and players uplift one another and pull the positives from today's game. Again, fans, we thank you for attending today's Bluefield College Point University game. Next Saturday, Bluefield College will be in action against Faulkner University. Kickoff scheduled for 1:30 p.m. It will be Military Appreciation Day. All active duty military will be admitted absolutely free. Again, fans, thank you for attending today's game. At this time, Coach Walker of the Bluefield College